Alrighty, so I just got chatting a good chat. Quite a long one actually, but it was good. Although it just means that I've chewed up a lot of time. Probably spent about 15 minutes talking, so time to get into the session. Monday, obviously, first chest, shoulder, tricep, calf day, and also full day of eating. I'm recording that concurrently with this session, but they'll be uploaded as separate videos, so you'll either see this one first or you'll see the full day of eating. Probably this one first because it'll take less time to edit, and then the full day of eating, but one or the other will be up first. They'll both be up eventually. And yeah, increasing the weight on this week because I got, I believe, 20 reps for all of my working sets last week at 225 pounds, so up to 245 pounds this week. Third set in a minute, but before I do, I just wanted to say I finally cracked 120 kilo this morning, so I was pretty happy about that. Body composition starting to look a little bit questionable, I suppose, depending on who you ask, but for me personally, because I do have quite high standards, I'd consider myself getting a bit fluffy now. So yeah, it's almost time to go into I suppose a bridging phase and just dial in body composition and simmer at the new all-time heavy body weight, and then it'll be time to push for the second push-up in this off-season improvement phase. But yeah, things are going well. Appetite's good, blood glucose is good, HbA1c is incredibly low. It came back at 3.9 despite eating nearly 1,000 carbs a day. And yeah, still getting my cardio in, all that sort of jazz, recovering well. But still, it's a good idea sometimes to just take your foot off the accelerator and just slow down for a little bit while you're ahead, if that makes sense. But yeah, set number 3, rest. Set number 4, and then on to chest finally. Rep match sets as usual. Get some metal playing. Come on, one more. Oh, God. Four more. One more. So, to save waiting for a piece of equipment before I start chest, I'm just rotating the order of the first two exercises in reverse because the converging chest press is taking a minute, and he looks like a guy that's probably going to be on there for a while, if you know what I mean. So the warm-up set on this, and then I'll dive into the three plates aside for my working sets. Get some metal on. Warm-up set is done. Now it is time for the working sets. So I'll check what I did last week, so I know what the benchmark is. Now, because I did do this as a second chest movement last week, I'll probably have a little bit more stamina today. And so it's pretty unlikely that I won't hit what I hit last week, if not PB. But I already keeping in mind that the exercise I do before this one usually might suffer as I'm doing it after this. So last week on the converging press, I got 15, 13, 12 at 175 pound. And on this I got 8, 6, 6 at 275 pound. But like I said, switching the order around is going to affect both of those. This one will likely have a better outcome, and the other one will likely have a less favorable outcome. So I might struggle to hit what I hit last week on the converging press, but on this I should hit a PB theoretically. We'll see how that pans out though. So yeah, 3 sets of 6 to 10. Yep. Set number 2. If I get 10 again on this, I'll bump it up. I did get 10, but that was a harder 10 than the first 10, so I might keep it at this weight just to be safe. Don't want to tear a pec again, do I? So one more set. If we get a third set of 10, I'll be stoked. Then it's on to the converging chest press. Definitely didn't have 10. Got 9 though. So happy with that. Okay, so last week 15, 13, 12 at these same settings and at this same weight. So same for 15, 14, 12. God, I'm tired. Feel heavy. Oh, shit, it's 185 pound, not 175, so that's why I didn't get 15 reps. 13 reps, still decent, 10 pound up, so I'll take that. So I'll be doing 185 pound today. Another thing that I think threw me off on that set before was I started the set different to how I usually do. Usually I'll hand one side up first and then the other side, not push them both at the same time. So I'll try that this set, see if that makes any noticeable difference. Probably won't, but it's worth a try. Yeah, I should have just dropped the weight back, but for some reason I can't turn the dial, it's jammed, and I'd have to go even lighter than I did last week, so I'd rather fall a couple reps short at the same weight or a little bit heavier than last week's weight than to drop it further back. That'll be like taking a step back in my opinion. So yeah. On to the final chest exercise for this session now. 3 sets of decline. And what was it? It was last week, it was 230, so this weight, seat height 7, same height, for 11, 10, 10. See how this goes. Four more. Gotta get that extra up. Third set now. So far so good. Rep match set, so obviously I need to get the same number of reps as I did on the previous set. Like 16 for first two, so but yeah, 16 for this one and the final set as well. Definitely getting a little bit harder though as the sets go on because I am accumulating more fatigue. So I am having to like implement more rest pauses in each set. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one goes and fares in comparison to the one I just did. Oh. Alright, so tricep press downs now. 4 sets of these. Usually I use the cambered attachment obviously, but it's being used at the minute. So I'll just use a straight bar. I don't have any forearm wrist issues usually, so shouldn't be an issue. And I should be able to match what I normally do on the easy bar attachment, because they're pretty much identical. What is going on? The stack is a little bit choppy. Let's see if it keeps doing that. See how it goes. So I might have to switch to a different cable. It feels a bit sketchy. What's it catching on? It is clearly catching on something. You know what? I'm just going to use a different cable. Now, from memory, this cable stack, although I might use the same weight as I do on the other stack, doesn't feel the same. This one feels a lot heavier, so I'll go a little bit lighter on this to match the load that I usually do on the other one. So instead of 55.7 kilo, I'll use 45.5 kilo on this. Should be about right. Second set. Good breath. Final exercise, first set. Less reps than last week, but I did do this exercise first last week, I believe, and I also had longer rest intervals, so it's likely the reason why I got a few reps less. And I also hit some PBs prior to this exercise in the session, so that also factors in and you have to account for that. But got one more set to go, then it is home time. Bit more rest before I do it though. It's only been about 30 seconds since the last set. Yeah, overall this has been a pretty decent session. You win some, you lose some. Like if you have to rearrange the order of your exercises, it's just a given that some exercises are going to improve from last week's performance or outcome, and others are going to suffer a lot of the time. or at the very most just match last week's performance and output. Like I said earlier, if you're used to doing, say, a conversion press first and then an incline press second, and you swap them around, you're not going to hit the same numbers. Or if you do, it's going to be harder. Like the effort that you're going to have to go to is going to be greater than what you had to go to in the previous week to do it, because you're entering that exercise fatigued a little bit more, at least one of them. The other one, like I said, you should PB. So like if you normally do incline first and you're doing it second, it's going to suffer. If you normally do converging first but you're doing it second, I think I just jumbled up what I was saying, but basically if you're going into doing any exercise with more fatigue than you normally do, you're not going to perform as well. So don't compare your numbers from last week to your numbers from this week if you do rearrange the exercise order. That's what I'm basically getting at. If you have to rearrange the exercise order, just understand that the ability to compare your numbers from this week to last week is going to be diminished to a degree. Like it's not going to very well be a true comparison, or it's not going to be accurate to any great degree. You're better off just acknowledging that, yeah, the numbers will be a little bit different, and just aim to get close enough to failure still. So if you're aiming to get like 2 failure or rep shy of failure, disregard to a degree what numbers you hit last week and just aim to get to that same level of effort. And if it's within a couple reps of what you got, that's great. I'm going to do a drop set just to absolutely smoke my triceps. Ooh, that did not take long.